Video 57 for Math Lesson 8.6, Fraction Multiplication. In your math message, you were asked to complete this problem. Okay, so when you used the paper folding technique at the right here, you need to take your first fraction, 1/3, and divide this into thirds, and then shade 1/3. Then take your second fraction, which is 2/3, and going the other direction, divide your whole thing into thirds, and now we need to shade 2/3 of it in a different direction. And then we need to look at what parts overlapped. Okay, the parts that were double shaded, we've got this box and this box, both double shaded. So, to answer the question, what is 1/3 of 2/3? It is 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 out of 9 boxes, so the fraction is 2/9. Check your work. How'd you do? Well, today we're going to talk about how that word of means multiply. Okay? When I see a problem that says find 1/3 of 2/3, I can basically take a multiplication symbol and put that right over the top of that word of. It means 1/3 times 2/3. Even if it's a problem like with a whole number, like what is 5/6 of 24? That means to do 5/6 times 24. So from now on, I want you to think that word of. When you hear that word of, you know that you need to multiply. Okay, so this is on your journal, page 264, and you should be working this in your journal. Okay, let's use the rectangle at the right to sketch how we would fold paper to help us find 1/4 of 3/5. What is 1/4 of 3/5? Okay, so first, let's do that problem. We need to make fourths. You should be making yours in your journal right now. And we need to shade 1/4. Make sure you shade it in one direction. Okay, then our second fraction is 3/5. So now we need to make 3/5. Fifths are sometimes hard to make a picture of, but just do the best that you can. Okay, so we need to make 3/5 here, so I'm going to divide my strip going the other direction into fifths, and I need to shade 3 of them. And remember, I'm going to shade in a different direction. That's especially important when you're just using a pencil, when you don't have 2 different colors. Okay, and now we need to look at what parts were double shaded. Okay, we have this box here, this box here, and this box here. So what is 1/4 of 3/5? It would be 3 out of how many total boxes? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. 3/20. Okay, that's the answer to our question. Now, remember I told you to think of that word of as multiplying. So look here at number 3. Let's rewrite 2/3 of 3/4 using the multiplication symbol. So we're going to write 2/3, and instead of saying of, we're going to put a multiplication sign there, 3/4. Okay, that's what that means. Now I want you to take a look at what answer did we get. 3/20. Well, here's the cool thing about multiplication. Oh, this is a different problem. Different problem. Let's go back to this problem here. Let's say we had rewritten 1/4 of 3/5. Okay, I want you to do this in your journal too. So we're going to rewrite it as 1/4 times 3/5. Here's the really cool thing about multiplication. What is 1 times 3? 3, right? What is 4 times 5? 20, right? When we multiplied the numerators and multiplied the denominators, look what we got. The same answer as our paper folding technique showed us. Pretty cool, huh? When you multiply fractions, it's a little different than adding and subtracting fractions because you actually multiply the numerators and you multiply the denominators. The denominator does not need to be common and it does not stay the same in your answer. We actually multiply it. The answer is the product. So if we were to find the answer to these, we could do an area model like this and find the answer, or we could also think, well, 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 4 is 12, so I know my answer is 6/12, but I also know that can be reduced to 1/2. And if you were to make an area model for this, you would get the same answer. Now, at the bottom of page 264, I want you to complete number 4. Pause this video, and then after you're done, resume it. Just rewrite the problems using the multiplication symbol. Okay, you have rewritten the problems, and here's what you should get for your answer. Hopefully you even know how you could solve those problems, but you don't have to solve those problems at this point. You're going to get practice for that when you work on pages 265 and 266. You will need to show an area model at times, and at other times you won't. Okay, just make sure you're following the directions, and good luck.